Hi there, I'm Mike Chapple, and in this CertMike Explains video, we're going to talk about a topic that often appears on IT certification exams, serverless computing. Serverless computing is a cloud computing model that allows developers to build and run applications without having to manage any underlying infrastructure. Now, this doesn't mean that there are no servers involved. Of course there are. But the cloud provider handles all of the server maintenance, scaling, and management for you. It's called serverless because you don't have to think about the servers. One of the most common implementations of serverless computing is Function as a Service, or FaaS. This is where developers write individual pieces of code, known as functions, that are then triggered by specific events. Amazon's Lambda is one of the most popular examples of this Function as a Service model, and that's what we'll focus on today. Lambda works by allowing you to upload your code to the cloud and then let AWS take care of everything else. You start by creating a Lambda function, which is a piece of code designed to accomplish a specific task. That function is then linked to a trigger. A trigger might be an HTTP request made to an API, a file uploaded to an S3 bucket for storage in the cloud, a scheduled time of day, or many other possible events. Now, whenever that trigger occurs, the file is placed in the S3 bucket, the time of day arrives, whatever it is, Lambda will automatically spin up the resources that it needs to execute your function. The function runs and then shuts down those resources as soon as the function completes. Now, this approach does have some key benefits. First, you only pay for the computing time that your function actually uses. If your function is sitting idle, you don't pay anything. Second, Lambda automatically handles scaling for you. If your function is triggered once a day or 1,000 times per second, Amazon will adjust the resources allocated to match the workload without any manual work on your part. And finally, because you're only managing the code itself, that simplifies the development process by removing the need to provision or configure servers. Next, I'm going to show you a demo of how this works. But before I do that, I want to take a moment to invite you to visit my website at CertMike.com. On that site, I have free study plans put together to help you earn your next certification. Those plans tie together the content that you'll find in study guides, video courses, and practice tests to help you prepare for your next certification exam and pass that test on the first try. Also, if you're enjoying this CertMike Explains video, please take a moment to click the like button below to help other people discover it. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be among the first to see my new videos as they come out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the AWS Lambda service, an example of a platform as a service environment. I go ahead and click on the Lambda option in the AWS Management Console, and then click Create Function. This takes me into a screen where I can choose to create my own Lambda function from scratch, use a blueprinted template as a starting point, choose a container image that executes my code, or browse a repository of existing Lambda functions. I'm going to continue with the Author from Scratch option and just build a simple function. First, I need to go ahead and give it a function name. I'm just going to call mine Hello Mike. And then here under Runtime, I can select a programming language that I'd like to use. Node.js is the default, but when I pull down this menu, I see a listing of the languages that Lambda supports as built-in options. I'm going to choose to write my function in Python. Then I'll go ahead and click the Create Function button to start writing my code. This next screen is where I can write my code and configure it to run. As I look down, I see that Lambda has already inserted a basic template that just prints a welcome message on the screen. I can write any Python code that I like here. After I save it to the AWS servers, it will run in response to whatever events or on whatever schedule I choose. That's a look at how you can use serverless computing to create and execute code of your choice. I hope this video helped you better understand serverless computing. If it did, please click the like button below and subscribe to my channel for more IT certification content.